right, good morning. It is Tuesday, April 10th, 2018. It is 22 minutes after 7 o'clock, and you're listening to your radio this rainy Tuesday morning. It has rained. It will continue to rain, and we'll give you whatever details we have regarding that in just a little bit. Hope you're doing well. It is currently 66 degrees here at the studios. You know, we broadcast live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where in about 2 weeks and 5 days you can get another chicken sandwich. They're redoing the whole Chick-fil-A thing in there.
It's going to be fabulous.
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Larry.
66 degrees right now. Yeah, rain is in the forecast. It's there right now. 78% chance we'll see rain the rest of today. Then it should go away. Tomorrow looks like a mostly sunny day. Highs around 76. Thursday around 80 with no mention of rain. Friday 82, no mention of rain. The weekend looks mixed. No mention of rain on Saturday, but there is about an 85% chance of rain mentioned for Sunday. So that is your amateur weatherman in a thumbnail sketch, nutshell, whatever. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning. Nutshell.
We have a show to do. Are you ready to hear who's coming on?
Yep, I am.
7:35. It's us and them and everybody in between. If you want to call into the show, it's the best time of the day to do that. 7:35 to 8. Robert and I will of course, bring news items to the show, but we don't promise you anything other than the phone calls. We do promise you that. If you want to get in, the number is 622-9622. We try our best to informally read the news the same way you might do, like if you were at the breakfast table. You know, you're sipping your coffee, your husband is across the table, you know, the old scene with the newspaper. It was always the husband with the newspaper. Remember those
Yeah, I do. And now it's the wife with the tablet.
So right, that's true. So whoever it is, you say, "Oh my gosh, did you hear this?" And then you read the story, and then you talk about it. So that's kind of the flavor of what we do from 7:35 to 8, right?
We've always done that all these decades.
That's kind of a thing for us. Have you heard this? Would you look at this story? It's a fun way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you? Where's my coffee? Come on. The world is exploding around me. Is that coffee hot yet?
Yeah. Do you have the comic section?
Yeah. It is funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
In other words, the serious news is kind of made fun of.
Yeah.
No, we take it serious when it is serious. 8:05, Galen Unold will be on. There was a story, two stories. Well, they're kind of related. One is from the University of Iowa, I think. It was the University of Iowa, talking about how getting a sauna on a regular basis can help prevent Alzheimer's disease, but you got to start young.
Really?
Yeah, if you have Alzheimer's and go into a sauna, it's not going to get rid of it. But if you start young, I don't know if I believe it or not. But anyway, I was thinking about it. I was thinking maybe I should go to a sauna. I don't know anything about saunas. I really don't. But anyway, so the University of Iowa, same college, if I'm naming the right one. Anyway, it's the same college either way. It's either Utah or Iowa. I just can't remember. For some reason, I'm confusing those two states. So anyway, it's also giving you etiquette.
Sauna etiquette?
Sauna etiquette.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Now.
That's definitely
We
needed.
want to share this with Galen. Now, one of the most popular saunas apparently is in Atlanta.
Really?
Well, it's called Hotlanta for a reason. So he goes to Atlanta quite a bit. So I just want to let him know. I don't know if he's ever gone to that sauna, what the rules are if you're going, and you know what you should not do, and things that it's okay to do, topics okay to bring up, you know.
Exactly.
Topics to stay away from.
Attire.
In the sauna. Well, wait till you hear about the attire. Wait until you hear about that part of this, Robin. It's the one thing that makes me think I might actually use my Finger Hut catalog.
Really?
Yeah, because they sell man-sized towels. I think I'm going to order one from Finger Hut. I have $700 credit, according to them.
Oh, there you go. $7 a month, you're set.
Yeah, the man-sized towel might come in handy if I'm in a sauna. Oh my gosh, it's a fun topic. Well, that's the fun part of it. All right, so that's what we're doing with Galen. Have you ever been to a sauna?
No, I never have.
I never have either.
I've seen one at
Does that count?
KOA campgrounds. I've seen one. I mean, I went in there to look at it, but it wasn't active or anything like that. It was just a big box with a few rocks and a bench to sit on. It wasn't very big.
Okay, I don't think they're talking about that kind.
Oh.
That's like a one-person sauna, right?
Oh, okay.
A one-man.
Yeah, you could fit more than one person in it. Yeah, it might have been 2 or 3.
News bites at 8:35. That's when we don't do any of that stuff. We don't try to be silly. Well, some of the news stories are silly.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not us. We just read the news the way we get it and serve it to you raw.
Yep.
We can serve it to you raw. Carol Ann Baldwin will be here at 9 to 5. She brings us the program called In the Garden with Carol Ann, and it is such a fun hour for us each week. I can't wait to share with her. I already did share with her. You know, Carol Ann has a Facebook page called In the Garden. So if you ever want to have the counterpart to the show, become a member of that thing. It's a private group, but all you have to do is say, I'd like to join, and Carol Ann will see that you have asked, and she will say, okay. And if you break the rules, just like in the sauna, you're out.
That's right.
You're out. There aren't very many rules in Carol Ann's case. It's just don't advertise crap. Stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Just share pretty pictures.
Yeah, so yesterday I posted.
Sunglass.
Yesterday I posted a video of the the bird bath that Bob Wines and Frank gave me. I'm never really clear who actually gave that. I think it was Frank, but it came from Bob Wines, right?
Yeah.
Frank gave it as a gift, and I was really not a good steward of the bird bath. I filled it up when I first got it, and basically that was it. So I gave it to you, and I was over there yesterday, and the first bird that we saw ever in it was happening. It was a what do you call it?
A cardinal.
A cardinal, thank you.
A female cardinal. She was just having the best time
Amazing
ever.
that you even know that.
Jumping from the bush back to the water in the bush again.
But anyway, so we got video of it, and we put it up on. So we're getting old. If that's the kind of stuff that excites us.
Yeah.
Auto repair with personal care. Matt Gibbs will be on at 10:05. We'll talk to him about cars, because cars are cars all over the world. And then Ocala Eye. Oh, I can't wait for the ladies to come in from Ocala Eye. A couple of weeks ago, we had a story about a man in London, I think it was, who had one blind eye because of macular degeneration. And that blind eye can now see again 20/20 because of stem cell treatments. Then we had another story. And I had asked Zora Harrison from Ocala Eye about it, and she said, be careful with those stories. Google failures, stem cell eye treatment failures, and I did. And there is a story from here in Florida of a lady who went blind, and she could see enough to drive, but now she's blind because of stem cell. We'll bring that up when we get to them. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump calls it a disgrace. The FBI raiding the office, home, and hotel room of his personal attorney, Michael Cohen.
That is really now in a whole new level of unfairness.
The raid based on evidence given to prosecutors in New York by special counsel Robert Mueller's team investigating Russian election meddling. The president's complained about Chinese tariffs on American cars and trucks, and now the Chinese government announces it'll open up the market.
Chinese President Xi Jinping told an Asia Forum his country is going to significantly lower tariffs on auto imports and ease restrictions on foreign ownership in the auto industry. The Chinese president apparently trying to strike a conciliatory tone after he and President Trump recently had a stock market rattling back and forth on tariffs.
Fox's Joe Nato in Washington. Fox News. We report, you decide.
My number 2 does not look like a number 2. I don't know what to call it. Is there a number 3?
Table for 4, please. Anything close to the restroom.
A middle seat with these stomach problems? That's my fear of flying.
Sound like you? If it does, you could be one of the many people with a digestive condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Even if you don't know what EPI is, you might know the symptoms: frequent diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain. If you have even just one of these symptoms, you could still have EPI, because not everybody experiences EPI the same way, which is why it's so important to open up to your doctor about all your symptoms. And the good news is, EPI is manageable, so don't keep a lid on it. Go to identifyepi.com, complete the symptom checker, and use it to have a conversation with your doctor. Don't keep a lid on it. Visit identifyepi.com. Brought to you by AbbVie.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Is that couch cushion sinking lower every time you sit in it? Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery. Here is your 1-minute news brief from The Source WOCA. Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg met with Florida Senator Bill Nelson yesterday for a discussion regarding privacy issues in social media. Governor Rick Scott's former press secretary, 33-year-old Jerry Bustamante, has been killed in a boat crash in the Florida Keys. A Florida police officer has been reassigned after he appeared to suggest on social media that the Parkland school shooting was a hoax. A 12-year-old Mount Dora girl missing since yesterday has been found safe in South Florida. 2 Marion County horses have qualified for the Kentucky Derby. Good Magic received training in Summerfield, and Vino Rosso is from Croupies Newcastle Farm here in Ocala. Police in Sarasota County are asking for help identifying the driver of a car that rammed a motorcyclist during a road rage incident. And Disney World has shared a peek inside Woody's Lunchbox restaurant in Toy Story Land. Items include a s'mores breakfast sandwich. Now that is news you can use. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. St. Bodegas, no accidents. Tuesday and Tuesday night will be cloudy with active weather showers and heavy thunderstorms around. There can be flooding, downpours, and some damaging wind gusts in any thunderstorm later today and early tonight. Today's high between 71 in the northern part of the zone to 84 in the south. Tonight's lows ranging from 53 in the north to 63 in the south. For Wednesday, becoming mostly sunny, high 72 to 76. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Automax Ocala. Compare nearly all makes and models. Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Kia, Ford, Chevy, Dodge. Go to AutomaxOcala.com right now. Every vehicle is clearly marked on the window with the low outlet price. No gimmicks, no commitments. This truly is your car shopping experience. Test drive Automax.com. Get 2.9% interest with no payment for 90 days with fast approval and credit approval. See dealer for details. That's Automax, corner of 17th and Easy Street. Quality cars at outlet prices.
If you're looking for the better bargains on the best selection for your yard or garden this spring, that means it's time to visit Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Right now, for example, Bob has a new selection of his famous sun and shade-loving camellias. Several of your favorite varieties, normally selling for $24.99. They're yours for about half price, $12.99. Start those crepe myrtles now, and you can do just that for as little as $2.99 this week at Bob Wine's. Check inside their completely redone greenhouse for decor galore, including those popular wind chimes. Most all the decor items are 10% to 20% off. All indoor foliage also 10% off. Don't wait. Get on over to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens for the best of spring values. Daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3, Southeast 38th Street, in the same blooming place since 1952.
All right, thank you, Bob. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock, kind of overcast and rainy out there wherever you are. Be careful. There is rain in our listening area. It's not here at the mall at this moment, I don't think, unless it's drizzling so fine I can't tell. But anyway, the weather map does show rain falling in our area. It does show more rain coming in from the Gulf. And so just be aware of that. You probably heard the lightning and thunder last night. I'm guessing I did. It was the first really storm I heard at night for a while, since
oh, yeah,
whatever.
But it sounded good. I liked it. I liked hearing it.
All right. I want to do something before we jump into the news and everything. Have you ever heard of the air show called Sun and Fun? Have you ever heard of this air show? If you have, then you probably already know what it is. You also probably heard us talking about it on WOCA, because not only have we talked to some of the people who run the show, But Dan Martone is greatly involved with this show, and Dan is one of the owners of WOCA. Became a pilot since buying WOCA over at Ocala Aviation, and has become he's a real integral part of that operation over there at Ocala Aviation. And anyway, he and his wife Missy and a lot of folks from Ocala Aviation will be down at the Sun and Fun this week for the next several days. Now, today's the first day of Sun and Fun. Mm-hmm. I have tickets for it, but I don't want to just give them away willy-nilly. What I want you to do, I want you to go to the website, fly, as in fly a kite or fly an airplane, SNF, as in Sun and Fun, the letter N as in Nancy. Mm-hmm. So Sun and Fun. So flysnf.org. Mm-hmm. Flysnf.org. Look at this picture on the front page of their website, Rob.
I know, I love that.
All these airplanes. Look at that giant Air Force airplane that's also there. This is a big event. It starts today, and it runs through Sunday. And what I would do if I were you is I would go to the website first and then pick the day you want to go, because in about 20 minutes or so, before we wrap up this half hour, I'm going to bring this up again. Mm-hmm. And between now and then, I hope you have had a chance to look at this website and decide if you'd like to go or not. The tickets are $37 a piece, right? Plus tax. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the tax will be. So anyway, so we have two of them, and that would be, what, $74?
Yeah.
74? Thank you. I did my math pretty good, huh?
You do. You're excellent.
So there's a lot of stuff going on, and if I took the time right now to tell you all of the things that are on the website, then obviously I wouldn't be getting to any of the news, which is the real reason we're here right now. But Dan gave me 2 tickets yesterday. He said, give them away. And you know Robin and me, we'd love to give stuff away, but we hate to give stuff away to people who just want to win something.
Exactly.
We want somebody to win these that really would be excited to go. Mm-hmm. We've done this with football games. We've done this with Disney tickets. We've done this with everything, right?
Daytona 500.
So that's right, Daytona 500. All right, so this is the Sun and Fun. I'm not going to say anything more about it until about 20 minutes from now. That's when I will give them away. So your homework. Now, if you already know about it, there's no homework. You just have to wait until 20 minutes and call in, and then I'll pick one person at random, and that'll be the person who wins the 2 tickets. But if you would like them, or if you know somebody who you guarantee will use them and will love going, you can call in also. But not now. Don't do now, because I'm not doing it right now. No. I want you to see it first. I want everybody to have a chance to kind of see on the website what kind of an experience this is. And again, you can pick the day between today. It's in Lakeland. If I didn't tell you that, where is Lakeland, by the way? Is it near Tampa?
Yeah, down there. We played at the polka party a couple of summers.
Okay,
that's where Lakeland is. Yeah, we were there. So polka entertainment
between now and Sunday. So all right. Let's talk about things in the news. The website one more time is fly, as in fly an airplane, SNF, as in Sun and Fun, SNF.org, flysnf.org. Got it?
It's a fabulous show.
Good. I've been to a couple of them. I haven't been to this one. But
I've been to some air shows, and they're outstanding, and these guys are top drawer.
All right, let's see what's in the news. We'll start with something fun and local. We have 2 horses in Ocala that have qualified for the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, nice.
What did I do with my news?
Gosh.
There it is. The 2 horses, one was raised and or trained in Summerfield. I always confuse raised and trained. Mm-hmm. But anyway, one was in Summerfield. That horse's name is Good Magic.
Nice.
The other horse from Marion County is Vino Rosso from Krupe's Newcastle Farm in Ocala.
Okay.
So those 2 horses have now qualified for the Kentucky Derby, which is May 5th, by the way. Mm-hmm. And the grapevine says we will be carrying that on WOCA. So
nice. That'd be great.
Let's see if you got a message on your phone yesterday. I know I did, indicating an Amber Alert for a 12-year-old girl.
Yep.
She has been found. She is safe.
Thank God.
She was found in South Florida. There's still some questions as to who the woman was that picked her up from school. Mm-hmm. But there you go.
Thank God she's safe.
Governor Scott, I know you know this one already. It was in the news all day yesterday, but Governor Scott has officially announced his run for the Senate. Mm-hmm. His primary opponent is believed to be the current senator, which is Bill Nelson. Of course, they're opposite parties. Bill Nelson is a Democrat.
Yep.
And Governor Scott is a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Bill Nelson, Mark Zuckerberg met with Senator Nelson yesterday. Mark Zuckerberg, if you don't know, is the guy who started, I guess, Facebook. He's the president anyway. It's debatable who started it. But anyway, Mark Zuckerberg met with Nelson yesterday. Nelson's feelings about social media in general is that it is a violation of our privacy inherently. And I suppose it depends, I mean, people put things, I guess it's in a way it is, but it's kind of voluntary. You know?
People choose to put on there what they want to put on there.
It's like watching TV in your underwear and the door's open.
Exactly.
It's kind of your fault,
That's right.
So,
exactly.
and I do that all the time. If you're ever driving in the neighborhood, just look over.
I'll have to pay attention next time.
Turn your head. That guy's got his door open. Holy man, that's Larry Whitler. I didn't know he wore boxers.
Oh, boxers. Now we know a little bit more.
A little bit more. Let's see. Governor Rick Scott's former press secretary has been killed in a boat crash in the Florida Keys.
Oh, my gosh.
She was only 33 years old. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Her name is Jerry Bustamante. She was on an 18-foot skiff which crashed into the mangroves near Isla Morada.
Oh, my gosh.
3 other people on that skiff suffered injuries.
Gosh. They must have, I don't know what they were doing. Wow.
Those mangroves look innocent, right? But they're sturdy wood.
Yeah.
Right? Those are hard things.
Yeah. And
they're not just little bushes you can run through.
No, and boats, I mean, I've seen them fly, and you hear how fast they can go, and then the people don't pay attention.
Aside from the fact that that's a tragic story, mangroves are just so beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Aren't they a sight to see?
They certainly are. They're beautiful.
Let's see. There's a video being circulated on the internet. It took place in Florida in Sarasota County. And what you see is a dashboard cam, or no, maybe it was a cell phone cam. But anyway, there was a motorcyclist and a car involved in a road rage incident. And the guy on the motorcycle can be seen punching the car. Now, that made that thumping sound, of course, inside the car. But, man's hand versus car is, kind of nothing. Nothing usually happens when you punch on a car.
No.
But anyway, then the guy in the car, or gal in the car, somebody in the car, decides, stupidly, to cut to the right, which, of course, slams into the motorcycle guy. He slams into the curb. He falls off. He's got some serious injuries. And then the car just leaves the scene. So,
of course,
if you are going to Google that or YouTube it, whatever, it's out there. I found it this morning. The sheriff's office in Sarasota County is asking for some help. I seriously doubt anybody in our listening area will recognize the car. However, they did send it to us, so I'm just sharing it with you.
Yeah, and you never know. They might be traveling up in this direction.
You never know. You might know somebody who says, oh, my gosh, just not hit my car, and I just sped off. Wait a minute. What do you mean you hit your car? Yeah, his fist. He was on. Is that you? Mm-hmm. Crazy. Here's a light, fun one. Walt Disney World is opening in Hollywood Studios Toy Story Land. Is it open already? Anyway, they have a new restaurant called Woody's Lunchbox.
Okay.
And as always, when I ever have news from Disney World, I always know it's not really news. It's just like a secret ad, like they sneak it in. They think that we are not smart, and we'll just read it like it's news because it looks like news.
Exactly.
And so I know this, just so you know, Mr. Disney people. I do know it. The only reason I choose to share it with our listeners is because I feel like our listeners enjoy going to the theme parks, not just yours, but all of them. And so when we have news, so in a way you're doing something smart, but don't think you're getting away with anything because we know what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, they listed the menu items, which is the main reason I'm bringing it up, For breakfast, you could have a s'mores sandwich.
Oh, my.
A s'mores sandwich.
Wow.
You could also have French toast stuffed with chocolate ganache.
Ooh.
Whatever that is.
Oh.
What is ganache?
It's so good. It's so good. You can get that at Publix in the cake section.
Oh, really?
It is chocolate. It is so
French toast.
good. It's chocolate with stuff. It's just
Kids
so
know
wonderful.
how to eat, huh?
Yeah, I'll say.
You can also get a breakfast bowl filled with scrambled eggs. Now, that sounds good.
Yeah, to myself
That
as
sounds
an adult,
good.
yes.
You can also get a plate full of potato barrels. And I looked at the picture, and I'm thinking, potato barrels? Those look like, we call them tater tots. Okay?
Oh, okay. There you go.
But they're called potato barrels in Toy Story Land.
It's more fun.
Yeah. But the main thing, I think, I looked at the menu. You know what I think most kids are going to order?
What's that?
The grilled cheese sandwich. One of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. Children love that.
If you ever come over to my place, by the way, you can request one because I am the king of grilled cheese sandwiches. I know how to put 2 pieces of bread on a frying pan with some cheese stuck in the middle. I know how to do this. I am the king of grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yes, you are.
Hey, real quick, public service announcement I'll squeeze in here since I'm looking at the paper. Hot Cars and Cool Cats is a spring car show. If you're interested in seeing some really cool cars, not just old ones. They got some new ones, some sports cars, some like this one looks like oh my gosh, like something from the Munsters or something. So they have cars, they have motorcycles, but the best thing they have is not a car. It's a cat. A cat named Maximus. He is a tiger.
Yes, he is.
Sue Nassavera and her husband David. I've never met David, but they own a tiger named Maximus, and it is an awesome cat. This is free, by the way, if you want to go down to it. This is going to be on Saturday, April 21st from 10 a.m. till 3 here in Marion County. This is in the little area known as, is it called Citra? No.
No, this one is at Sue and Dave's home on their property.
Oh, their home is on
Ears is in Citra.
Okay, yeah, it's a fundraiser for Ears. Ears is the Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So their place where you can go for the car show on April 21st from 10 till 3 is at this on Highway 326, also known as Northeast 70th Street. The address is 2250.
Yep, and if anybody out there had been going to the 326 market, this is where it's located.
Right.
If anybody remembers where the 326 market was in vogue, then this is the place. And
the funds raised from this, now there's no fee to go in. However, if you buy some food or something, then the money will go to the to their work. But if you enter a car, it's only $10, or a motorcycle. It's only $10, and the trophies are so outstanding. They're made by Sue herself.
Yeah, they're outstanding.
I've never seen trophies this beautiful. I'm telling you. They're really unique and really beautiful. We have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Yes, I have a little Tigger sitting next to me.
Yes, you do.
Nice.
He wants his belly rubbed.
Okay. That's creepy. All right. Hey, thank you, Jim.
Have a good day.
That's funny. You should go see Maximus. Don't let your cat near Maximus. Your cat might look like a morsel. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they have a cat, a tiger walking around their house like that.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Oh, my gosh.
Literally.
That would scare me. Okay.
We saw a cat at the first Friday Art Walk. He was in a stroller, an animal stroller, and the guy had a leash on it, and he stopped.
Thank you for reminding me of this story. All right, I got to share this story with you all. So Friday, Robin and I did the first Friday Art Walk, and what we mean when we say we did it, it means we sat on the sidewalk on chairs, folding chairs.
Yeah.
And she played her mandolin, and I played my accordion, and we just did that. It's a hobby for us. We just like doing it. It's fun. We love doing it. It's fun to be part of downtown Ocala once a month, and I just love it.
Yeah.
And people will always stop by, and some of them know that we do the radio show, some of them don't. It doesn't matter to us. We don't really care. We're just having a good time. So a guy comes by with a baby carriage. I can see him out of my peripheral, and I can see he's leaning down to the baby carriage as if to say to the baby, "Do you hear that music? Isn't that great? Listen to that music. Is it just?" You've probably never heard that kind of music before, right? Whatever. Who knows what they say, right?
Right.
And then he stands up, and I look, and it's a cat. It's not a baby in there. It's a cat.
He was having the best time strolling that cat around First Friday Art Walk. We saw him across the street. He would come by a couple times, and him and his cat.
We used to have scantily clad ladies coming around. What happened to them? They don't come around anymore?
No, they're all at the beach.
They went to the beach?
That's right.
All right, let's see. Else in the news. The national champion University of Alabama football team will be guests of President Trump in a White House ceremony today. The Crimson Tide defeated SEC rival Georgia 26-23 in overtime in college football's title game on January 8th in Atlanta, where they have a great sauna, according to the segment we're going to do with Galen.
Yes, that's what you say, Hotlanta.
Giving Coach Nick, how do you say, Saban?
I don't know.
His record-tying 6th national championship. A petition with at least 72,000 signatures before the game urged Saban and the team to skip the traditional White House visit.
They're skipping it?
They urged them to, but they're not.
Well, good. I'm glad. Those, just keep politics where politics are. Don't ruin this, really wonderful moment of being given accolades and meeting the president.
There's a lot of things you can say about President Trump that I will agree with that are not necessarily complimentary of him. He's kind of a rough around the edges guy. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of stuff people will say that I will ask for an example and they just avoid giving any examples.
Yeah, exactly. They just follow the crowd and they don't really know why they like or they dislike somebody. Hate those people.
The Department of Housing and Urban Development will award $28 billion in disaster relief aid today, the agency's largest single disaster relief grant in history. Wow. Including $18.4 billion for Puerto Rico in the wake of protests over the pace of disaster relief on the hurricane-ravaged island. The remaining money, a little less than $10 billion, will go to 9 states, 5 city and county governments, and the U.S. Virgin Islands to help repair homes, businesses, and infrastructures damaged by hurricanes, floods, and wildfires.
It's just so sad.
All right, don't forget, I'm asking you to go to the website, flysnf.org. That's the Sun and Fun website for Lakeland, happening in Lakeland starting today. In about 3 minutes, I will be giving 2 tickets away to that. I want to make sure you know what it is, and if you would like to go, wait till I ask you to call, and then you can call and say, oh, I would love those 2 tickets. They're worth $37 each, so it's a $74 gift from Dan Martin.
Exactly.
It'll be fun. 4th graders made no improvements in math or reading, while 8th graders' scores were flat in math and only slightly improved in reading, according to a new study released today. Overall, only roughly a third of American 8th graders are proficient in reading and math, along with about 40% of 4th graders, according to the National Assessment of Educational Progress. The results, the first since the test was changed from paper to tablet computers, show that racial disparities persist at both grade levels. That's according to Carissa Miller, Executive Director of the Council of Chief State School Officers. Today marks how far into the new year women must work in order to earn the same pay as men did last year.
Oh.
Supporters are expected to commemorate Equal Pay Day, aimed at discussing the impact of gaps in gender pay with the hashtag Equal Pay Day.
Oh, gee. Buy a payday candy bar, just.
According to the American Association of University Women, women working full-time in the United States earn 80% of what men are paid. The nonprofit group also projects if changes continue at their current rates, women won't reach pay parity with men until 2119. Any thoughts on that one?
I don't know. I think usually for most companies that are upstanding companies, if a woman and a man are doing the exact same job, they get paid the same. I
think I know the answer to this problem.
That's what I believe.
I think I know the answer. I think you ladies haven't embraced the art of negotiating. And I'm telling you, a lot of men haven't either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I think when somebody is doing the same job as somebody else, whether it's a man or a woman, and they're not getting paid the same amount, it's because they didn't go sit down with the boss and say, I'd like to renegotiate my salary, please.
I think that's a good observation.
That's what I really think it is.
Yeah.
I think any boss will get away with paying less to any employee, regardless of sex or race or anything. I think it's just a matter of learning how to negotiate.
Yeah.
I truly think that's the real solution. A perfect example is the actress who said she got paid less, or I think nothing, for redoing that film that Kevin Spacey was kicked out of or something, right? Or for the second time they went to film or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was her agent's fault. Okay? Your agent is supposed to negotiate on your behalf. So if her agent said, no, she'll do it, it's okay, she already got paid, and the other guy's agent said, no, we're going to do it again, we're going to get paid again, then don't blame the boss. Don't blame the guy who didn't pay you. Blame your agent. And in the real world, you have to blame yourself unless they're just giving you a hard time. Don't come down on me too hard, because you know that I don't really know that for a fact across the board.
Exactly.
All right. Hey, speaking of money, I got $74 worth of tickets. This is the time. The number is 622-9622. If you heard me at the beginning of this segment, I asked you to go to a website for Sun and Fun. This is an event happening down in Lakeland starting today, going all the way through Sunday. If you are into airplanes, you will love this. These tickets are good for any of the days that this is on between now and Sunday. They are worth $37 a piece. I see the phone ring, and I will pick one at random. What I'm going to have to do is take your call off the air, because I guess we got to get your information for this.
Yeah.
But all we really need is your name, so we're not going to ask you for a whole lot of private information. If you would like to go, give me a call. Oh, sorry. Call me right now. Sorry, wrong thing. Call me right now, 622-9622. We'll give these 2 tickets away, and go have a good time down at Sun and Fun. If you want to know more, it's $37 a ticket if you don't win. $37 a ticket. Go to flysnf.org. I'll pick one of these calls at random, and congratulations to whoever wins. The rest of you, if I don't answer the phone, that means you didn't win. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster.
I think it's a disgrace what's going on. We'll see what happens.
President Trump reacting to FBI agents in New York seizing documents from his personal attorney, Michael Cohen. The president tweeting this morning, attorney-client privilege is dead. The Washington Post reports Cohen's under investigation for bank fraud, wire fraud, and campaign finance violations, at least some of it related to hush money paid to the porn star Stormy Daniels just before the president's election. Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg takes questions this afternoon about users' privacy from members of the Senate Commerce and Judiciary Committees.
He spent the day with top Republicans and Democrats of each yesterday.
He knows that there is going to be a hard look at regulation.
Top Commerce Committee Democrat Bill Nelson says he considered Zuckerberg to be forthright and willing to turn things around where mistakes were made.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the Capitol. Fox News. We report, you decide.
My number 2 does not look like a number 2. I don't know what to call it. Is there a number 3?
Table for 4, please. Anything close to the restroom.
A middle seat with these stomach problems? That's my fear of flying.
Sound like you? If it does, you could be one of the many people with a digestive condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Even if you don't know what EPI is, you might know the symptoms. Frequent diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain. If you have even just one of these symptoms, you could still have EPI, because not everybody experiences EPI the same way, which is why it's so important to open up to your doctor about all your symptoms. And the good news is, EPI is manageable, so don't keep a lid on it. Go to identifyepi.com. Complete the symptom checker and use it to have a conversation with your doctor. Don't keep a lid on it. Visit identifyepi.com. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Here is your 1-minute news brief from the source WOCA. Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg met with Florida Senator Bill Nelson yesterday for a discussion regarding privacy issues in social media. Governor Rick Scott's former press secretary, 33-year-old Jerry Bustamante, has been killed in a boat crash in the Florida Keys. A Florida police officer has been reassigned after he appeared to suggest on social media that the Parkland school shooting was a hoax. A 12-year-old Mount Dora girl missing since yesterday has been found safe in South Florida. 2 Marion County horses have qualified for the Kentucky Derby. Good Magic received training in Summerfield, and Vino Rosso is from Croupies Newcastle Farm here in Ocala. Police in Sarasota County are asking for help identifying the driver of a car that rammed a motorcyclist during a road rage incident. And Disney World has shared a peek inside Woody's Lunchbox restaurant in Toy Story Land. Items include a s'mores breakfast sandwich. Now that is news you can use. And that is your news brief from the source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. Tuesday and Tuesday night will be cloudy with active weather showers and heavy thunderstorms around. There can be flooding downpours and some damaging wind gusts in any thunderstorm later today and early tonight. Today's high between 71 in the northern part of the zone to 84 in the south. Tonight's lows ranging from 53 in the north to 63 in the south. For Wednesday, becoming mostly sunny, high 72 to 76. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you or someone you know looking for a new career in healthcare? Is the cost of training preventing you from taking that next step? Palm Garden of Ocala can help. We will pay all tuition and exam fees, plus a bonus to you on completion of the class, and another bonus on completion of a successful orientation. For more information, stop by Palm Garden or call 352-854-6262. That's 854-6262.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems